Hello, my name is Jamie and welcome back to the channel. Unlike any other channel that showcases Pokemon Go PvP content, my channel exclusively showcases Shadow Pokemon. So if you're into that type of content, I'd appreciate it if you could like and subscribe.
So let's get into today's video. In today's video, ricflairbest is appearing on the channel for the third time in the Ultra League. Huge shout out to the Singapore Discord community where he is a member, and they obviously have a very large group of highly talented trainers, much like Rick. He today is bringing a super spicy core of Shadow Gallade and Shadow Muk. Shadow Muk has rose in popularity due to the poison jab buff. However, Shadow Gallade isn't something you commonly see. However, these two do make a fairly decent core. Gallade really doesn't want to see Charm. Muk absolutely deletes them. Muk doesn't want to see other confusion users, which Gallade does only take neutral from due to its psychic subtyping, and it really doesn't want to see Swampert, and Gallade will absolutely nuke the shit out of that with Leaf Blade. Added to that, it doesn't really like to see steel types, and let's not kid ourselves, close combat is going to fuck the shit up out of them steels. So moving into battle number one, we see a Walrus in the lead. This is fairly neutral. Earthquake would near one shot. However, Icicle Sphere does hit the neutral. We hit back for super effective with Thunder Punch. We make a good swap into our Shadow Snorlax, and we are met with a Poliwrath. You might think this isn't a great matchup, however, Mudshot does pretty much fuck all, and Dynamic Punch does not one-shot. You can see we've got this Poliwrath already down into the yellow. Snorlax, the big thick monster, tanks that Dynamic Punch like a fucking champ, and we are firing back with a Body Slam. The Poliwrath doesn't shield, and Snorlax manages to lick down, so Snorlax is a fighter, counter confirmed. We're still up shields, and we have switch advantage. They come back in with the Walrus, and they dump energy. Absolutely everything is going right for Rick in this battle. We come back in with the Muk, and in the back is a Giratina. This isn't ideal as they are resisting our poison jab, and Gallade really doesn't want to see Giratina, especially the Shadow Claw variant. This is one of the main reasons that Gallade isn't used in the Open Ultra League. However, with the introduction of the Walrus, this stupid dragon named Giratina, with its fucking stupid 6 legs, isn't that common anymore, and Muk does hit back for huge super effective with the Dark Pulses. We have now got all the shields down, and it's going to be down to Gallade. Can Gallade manage to close out this game? We're about to find out. We are going to take huge damage. They actually combo play into the Walrus, getting rid of our Muk. Gallade is going to have to get to 2 moves. One move from Gallade will delete this Walrus. We CMP tie on the Icicle Sphere. This is going to be taking out the Walrus, and we're going to have to try and confusion down. Can we do it? The opponent throws a move. If this is a Dragon Claw, we will win. If it's a Shadow Sneak, which it is, we almost get KO'd, and we're off to a draw. Really close battle, but you can see why Gallade is so tricky to use in the Open Ultra League. Moving on into battle number 2. We see a Scizor in the lead. This is pretty problematic for our entire team. They do resist our poison jab. Snorlax isn't on superpower, and they also resist confusion. Holy crap, that move did a load of damage. We are firing back with the Dark Pulse, and it does land. We now dip into Snorlax as they are at such low health. A Body Slam, even resisted, would be enough to KO. Out comes Alolan Muk. They are resisting our licks. However, Snorlax is super bulky, and we do tank that Sludge Wave on the chin. We are now going to fire off these Body Slams. Body Slam draws a shield. They whiz at the energy for an Earthquake. The opponent did respect it, and the big thick boy isn't done. Body Slam number 2 comes through, and it was a delayed CMP tie, so the Muk is now dry on energy. They do take us out with a Dark Pulse, and we have shield advantage. Can Gallade clutch out this game up shields? We're about to find out. Kanto Muk is going to fire off this Thunder Punch. Thunder Punch does almost KO. We managed to poison jab down, and we're spamming out Gallade. In the back is a Swampert. This is the dream. Leaf Blade absolutely one-shot Swampert, as it is double super effective. We draw the opponent's last shield. We are going to have to start shielding up. So we shield up this Hydro Cannon. Gallade is going to be able to take him out. Are they going to make a catch on the Leaf Blade? Let's find out. We shield up the second Hydro Cannon. We are going to have to be mindful of the swap. The opponent doesn't swap. This Leaf Blade is going to get rid of this Swampert. See you fucking later. Out comes the Scizor. This move shouldn't KO, as it will just be a neutral non-stab Night Slash. We do survive, and we resisted confusion down. You love to see it. Moving on into the next battle. We lead Muk into Venusaur. This is the dream. We resist all moves from Venusaur. And would you look at that, it's a Candle, Chandelure, really spicy pick. However, Snorlax does absolutely delete this thing. Just the licks have got it down into the yellow, and we're going straight for the Hail Mary outrage. This is absolute overkill on the Chandelure, but we managed to maintain switch advantage. Back out comes Venusaur. We do get farmed down, however, like I said, Muk doesn't give a fuck about Venusaur. They throw the Frenzy Plant. It is a really OP move, but even resisted, we're still in the green, and we're going straight for the Dark Pulse. Does the opponent choose to shield? Yes, they do. They might have a Charm user in the back. We are choosing to let this go, so it's really going to be all down to what's in the back. It's actually a Charizard. Gallade is really chunking with these confusions. Holy crap, the Charizard's already into the yellow. We have 2 shields. We get baited with a Dragon Claw, but it doesn't really matter. We are going to fire off a resisted Leaf Blade. Is the opponent going to shield it up? Yes, they do. We are going to have to shield up this next move as we are super low. We do shield up another Dragon Claw and we should look to confusion down. Rick is choosing to throw the Leaf Blade, so I think Venusaur will outpace us to the next charge move. Has Muk got enough health to clutch out this game? We get a confusion through, so it should be in poison jab down range. And now 5 away from the next move. However, we make the Thunder Punch even resisted. This is going to be enough to clean up this match. Another very impressive victory. And moving on into the next one. Once again, we see the Walrus in the lead. A pretty neutral matchup as our lower cost energy charge move does hit for super effective. However, lag beats absolutely everything. We do manage to get the Thunder Punch off. It lands. The Walrus is now into the yellow. This is just an Icicle Sphere. Muk doesn't have to shield this up. You can see we are ahead in health. We now make a swap into our Snorlax. We are met with a Charmer. Obviously, the Charmer really wants to avoid Muk. Rick throws at great timing. This doesn't allow any free charm through. Body Slam does get him low. Can we lick down? We are choosing to throw yet another Body Slam. Does the opponent want to shield up their Grand Ball? Yes, they do. And we actually make a third Body Slam. Snorlax is going off. Is the opponent willing to double shield? Yes, they do. And look at that. They're almost in the yellow. We come in with Muk. We sneak a Poison Jab. And we are actually not shielding. The crunch doesn't take us out. We've now got a 2 shield, 2 no shield advantage. In the back is an Escavalier. With 2 shields, you already know that Gallade is absolutely going to clean up this match. We get Acid Spray baited, worst case scenario. They combo play into the Walrus. We shield it up. All we've got to do is delete this with a Leaf Blade. We choose to undercharge Leaf Blade, still takes him out, and we're going to outpace to this close combat. Does close combat. It is neutral. Does it one shot? High Escavalier by Escavalier, and Gallade clutches out that game. GG's and moving on. We lead Kanto Shadow Muk into a Charmer. You fucking love to see it. They come out with Obstagoon and we meet them with Gallade. This is kind of neutral. They do resist confusion. Close combat would absolutely one-shot, so it is a bit of a bait game. We are building up a boatload of energy. We are choosing to shield up this next Night Slash as it would KO from this range, and now we are going for a Leaf Blade bait. Does the opponent call the bait? No, they do not. They shield it up, and now we are going once again for a Leaf Blade. Do they want to double shield? Yes, they do. So we should be able to shield this next move up, and we're going to close combat this Obstagoon back into its fucking Pokeball. However, the opponent makes an absolutely beautiful play. They snipe our Gallade with the Charmer, but this is absolute feast time. Kanto Muk comes back out to meet the Charmer. See you later, Granbull. We've got a bit of residual energy for the returning Obstagoon. This is a pretty decent matchup as our poison jabs do hit for neutral and we resist counter due to our poison typing. Night Slash absolutely will not KO from this range, and hopefully we're able to poison jab down. 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like we aren't able to poison jab down, so Rick correctly throws the Thunder Punch and it's going to be down to Snorlax. Snorlax once again sees a candle in the back. Holy smokes. 2 candles in the same set. This flame charge isn't going to take us out, and you already know we're about to outrage this candle all the way back into oblivion. See you fucking later, and that is a good game. Rick, with his signature outrage Snorlax, is clutching out these games in style. Moving on to the next one, we see a battle of the shadows. We've got Kanto Muk into Shadow Dragonite. At least I think it's Shadow. It's really hard to tell with the Shadow animation from our Muk, but yes, it is Shadow. This Thunder Punch is going to do huge neutral damage. We draw a shield and now make a dip into Snorlax. They meet us with an Escavalier. This is one of the downsides of running Outrage. We're only able to hit for resisted with our charge moves. Body Slam lands as Escavalier is quite squishy. It still does decent damage. We outpace to the second Body Slam. This is going to get them super low. They are going to have to throw energy. We are allowing it to go down, and I imagine we're going to look to get ahead on energy with our Muk. Rick is waiting out his switch timer. We come back in with the Muk. Are we able to poison jab down? Yes, we are. They come back in with the Dragonite. We snipe it with Gallade. What is in the back? In the back is a Scizor. So we are going to have to make back-to-back close combats. We have 2 shields, so this should be a good game. We can shield up absolutely everything. We go for a Leaf Blade bait. I think this is a bit risky, but the opponent really has no choice but to shield. We draw the shield with the Leaf Blade, and this close combat is about to nuke this Scizor. And that is a good game. GG's, and thanks for playing. Moving on into the next one, we see a Cresselia in the lead. This is a pretty good matchup as long as they aren't running Future Sight. They've thrown this far too early, so this is just going to be either a resisted grass knot or a Moonblast. You can see Muk tanks that like a champ, and we can hit back for huge, super effective with this Dark Pulse. Dark Pulse lands, we got the Cresselia into the yellow. We make yet another move, however we didn't throw it. We are once again calling no Future Sight, which it isn't. We can now take them out with this Dark Pulse. Is the Cresselia willing to shield it up? No, they are not, so Muk wins the opening matchup, and out comes Swampert. We switch out into Snorlax, and they meet us with a Togekiss. We're in an absolutely great spot. These body slams are going to start applying a lot of shield pressure, and if we can get shields down, Gallade is going to have no problem clutching up this game. This should only be an ancient power. Snorlax survives. We get to yet another body slam. Is the opponent willing to commit their last shield? Yes, they are, so this should be G to the G. We can come back in with the Kanto Muk, clutch up this game. We poison jab down. We're going to throw a Dark Pulse at this Swampert. This is going to get it pretty low. However, we've got a surprise for Swampert. This is an Ultra Premier. However, here comes Gallade. We're going to shield up absolutely everything. We'll get to one Leaf Blade, and this will be enough to clutch up this game. The opponent realises it's over and quits the match. So moving on into the next one. Holy smokes, we're going to see two Shadow Gallades in the same battle. My gosh. I don't know what to say. I thought we were running a spicy team. Let's see if the opponent is also running a triple Shadow team. We do draw a shield with the body slam with our safe switch Snorlax. We are respecting the potential close combat. They actually bait us with a Leaf Blade. This once again is going to be a Leaf Blade. The big thick boy should survive on 1 HP and a dream, which it does. And this body slam will be enough to take him out unless they're willing to double shield. The opponent lets it go down, and here comes the Walrus. Not just any Walrus, it's actually a Shadow, so potentially we are seeing a battle of the triple Shadows. So we are going to get to this Thunder Punch from a Shadow. This is going to do huge damage to the Walrus. We've got them already into the yellow. I believe this is just an Icicle Sphere, which it is. Muk survives it. Yet another Icicle Sphere. We're letting it go down. I'm going to put it all on Gallade. Can Gallade clutch up this game? We should be able to confusion down before they make a move, which we are. And in the back is a Shadow Swampert. So it is battle of the triple Shadows. But my gosh, Swampert, you're in a world of pain. We draw a shield with the Leaf Blade. The opponent realises they aren't going to make two moves. And Rick wins the battle of the triple Shadows. You love to see it. Moving on into the final battle of the video. We see Swampert in the lead. This is dreadful. So we safe switch into Snorlax, and we're met with a Lucario. This is looking pretty grim. Lucario is going to pop and boost its attack. We are baiting the superpower. Imagine Lucario will shield. A superpower would one-shot. So we do at least get shield advantage. However, this Lucario is ramped up, and it does have a lot of energy. We come back out with the Kanto Muk. Are we respecting the Shadow Ball? No, Rick is not. They do throw the Shadow Ball. We're near one shot. We get to this Thunder Punch. Thunder Punch should be enough to KO from this range, as Lucario is super glassy. They've actually double shield. So here comes Gallade with a 2 to no shield advantage. Can Gallade clutch this matchup? We are going to shield up the Shadow Ball. We look to confusion down. Back out comes Swampert. Hi Swampert. Bye Swampert. Eat Leaf Blade. What is in the back? In the black is a Kanto Muk, or a Alola Muk I should say, and this is looking pretty grim. We are going to have to shield up this move. It is the Acid Spray. We overfarm just a touch. Will close combat, which hits for neutral one shot. No, it does not. Can we confusion down? No, we cannot. Can we poison jab down? We simultaneous KO, and obviously the Lucario is still alive in the back. So we did get countered in the lead and hard countered on the swap, and unfortunately we lose that battle. But that showcase was really impressive from ricflairbest. Once again, huge thank you for the battle submission. I really enjoyed seeing the Gallade Muk core. It was super OP and really fun battles. So we're now moving on into the Master League / Halloween Cup. If you'd like your battle shoutcast on the channel, link in the description down below. I'd just like to say thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.